The Apprentice.
I'm sending you to the motorhome and caravan show, and I want to make this perfectly clear. You got to sell.
Caravan, caravan, caravan!
Matching products to punters proved tricky for Kurt's team.
We've lost the 2 items we wanted on the smaller accessories.
We've done badly there.
And sales of their retro camper
I really want to sell you one at this show.
stayed static.
I don't think you're going to sell one on this show.
On the other team,
I love your style.
Jason struck gold with silver spenders.
Thank you very much.
Thanks very much.
And in the boardroom, project manager Neil packed away a big win.
£33,650.
A pat on the back for Jason
I forgot to say, very well done.
left the other team trailing.
£1,500 is a bloody disgrace.
Kurt ran out of road,
I haven't proved that I can sell an object because I picked the wrong item.
and he became the 7th casualty of the boardroom.
Kurt, you're fired.
And it was a dead end for Natalie, too.
You've had a hell of a lot of chances. Natalie, you're fired.
Now 8 remain to fight for the chance to become Lord Sugar's business partner. ...6 a.m.
Hello?
Good morning.
Morning.
This is Lord Sugar's office. Lord Sugar would like you to meet him at the Old Marylebone Town Hall. The cars will be with you in half an hour.
Okay.
Guys, wake up!
We have to be at the Old Marylebone Town Hall in half an hour.
Marylebone?
Yeah.
What goes on there?
Weddings. Are you going to man up and be project manager?
Or are you just going to put yourself
yeah.
forward and get back to down here? Oh dear.
What do you think Lord Sugar will do with teams? He's going to have to weekly it up, isn't he? Because there's only 3 on their team. There's 5 on ours.
This is a bit scary that our entire team is sat on this back seat.
No.
How did that happen? We need to win. I hated losing.
Whatever the task is, I definitely put myself forward and I'll make sure that we do win.
Marylebone Town Hall. Each year, home to hundreds of weddings.
Good morning.
Good morning, Lord Sugar.
Well, welcome to the Old Marylebone Town Hall. This is by far the busiest registry office in London. Your task today is based upon the theme of getting people together. In the last 10 years, the online dating industry has exploded. Over £1.5 billion worldwide is spent on these websites. So what I want you to do is to come up with an online dating concept and create an advertising campaign. In a few days' time, you are going to present your website, your television advertising campaign to a bunch of experts that I have laid on. But I will decide which overall campaign is the best. And in the losing team, one of you will be fired. There's a need for us to balance the teams up here a little bit. So Jordan, move over to Endeavour. So I'll see you back in the boardroom in a few days' time. Good luck. Off you go.
2 days to create an online dating concept backed up by an original ad campaign.
The first time I ever saw a picture of my wife was online.
Yeah?
But it wasn't on a dating site.
I've never done online dating. I just couldn't. I just don't think
You think it's for losers?
Well, have you done it?
Yeah.
Some people are gay, some people are lesbian, some people are, you know, obviously heterosexual. There are so many variants of people's sexuality and the relationships they're after. I think we need to make sure that whatever we stick to, we get all these people in.
Within reason. I think tasteful.
Oh, yeah. Don't worry, I mean, you know, I don't think we're going to have any 50 Shades of Grey nonsense. Then again, I am Christian Grey of the Valleys.
9:30 a.m. Farringdon. Base for both teams, advertising agency Karmarama. First job, pick project managers.
What Lord Sugar didn't mention is that I actually sort of headed a dating website before.
Flirting with the role of leader, Jason.
I was Cupid.
You are Mr. Cupid.
That was my nickname on the website.
I'm shocked.
It was a student website.
For dating.
For dating,
That
specifically.
you ran.
That I ran.
You're keen to be project manager then?
Definitely.
Do you believe you can do this?
Yeah, of course.
Right, okay.
But
Well,
we're all
if
doing it. We're a team of
you,
four.
if you believe you're the right person to
Yeah.
be project manager, then you should do it.
Yet to run a team,
Right then, guys, really happy to put myself forward on this.
Alex.
Obviously got experience in graphic design, websites, and been using dating websites before.
I'd like to put myself forward as well. I don't have quite as much experience in actually creating the websites themselves, but I think I'd get everyone in the team working to their strengths so that we're not just focusing on the website, we're not just focusing on the advertising.
I think we need to come with a business strategy as well, which I'll put myself forward, sorry, as well.
That's all right.
I think it'd be really strong in the graphic design, but I would probably think overall you would have a more broad sense of it.
I back that. I feel like that too, Alex.
Okay.
Are you happy with that?
Well, not really. Let's just get on with it.
All right, cool. So the thing that I think that we really need to do is start discussing target market. Does anyone want to kick off?
Yeah, I definitely think the young professionals is a really, really good one.
Second that.
Yeah.
I think I'm with you on that.
My game plan is that I plan to coax the best out of other people and make sure that from a 50,000-foot view there's a really clear theme throughout the entire campaign, from the website through the advertising materials. It's all integrated with a clear theme behind it. I think Alex is really strong on the web and tech side of things, and then I think that you two go really nicely working with people through the market research.
Perfect.
Yeah, great. Well
Good
done,
luck,
guys.
guys. Well
guys.
Lovely. Stay in touch, right?
Yeah.
Our job is to come up with the name, logo and strapline.
Simple. 50 Shades of Work.
Also deciding who to woo,
Critical.
Jason's team.
I like the idea of the mature of the over 50s.
I'm swaying towards mature over 50s.
Okay.
I'm just going to put a spanner in the works. The only reason why I'd steer away from mature is because we are young professionals, we are our target market.
It's something new. It's something where we could actually make a
I'd be
differentiate
concerned
ourselves.
that we wouldn't get it.
My personal experience and the wealth of my knowledge is
Young
professionals.
None of us sitting around this table here can relate to a mature over
But
50.
Louisa, it's not an old age club. Get that idea out of your head. The key for this is to bring passion, vigour, excitement into mature over 50s, yeah? Because that's essentially what we want to do.
Such a risk.
The city. Chatting up young professionals.
Do you have any online dating experience at all?
Leah.
I went on 2 scary dates and it put me off.
And snapping perfect partners for the website,
Excuse me, sir.
marketing man Miles.
We have to do a quick pitch to an advertising agency. We've got to include photos about couples. I'm thinking you and her would look great. Sure. Perfect.
It'll be fine. That laugh, you need to look at me.
Right.
A bit of hand contact, so like...
Maybe if you could put your arms on his shoulders as if you're sort of going to kiss him.
Bloody hell, right.
No.
Could you look a bit more wooden?
What?
You still want to stick with the over 50s.
On the other team,
I'm really struggling to try and relate to this.
working on ways to seduce silver-haired singles, Louisa and project manager Jason.
Do we want the website to be timeless, elegant, classic, or cheeky, fun, and a little bit on the line?
We want it sort of very young, very vibrant.
Okay.
How about something like Love Ignition?
That's so cringe. Hi, guys.
Hiya, are you okay?
Have you had any feedback yet with regards to market research?
We're just about to go in now.
You need to identify, do they like something traditional or do they want something a bit cheeky and contemporary?
Okay.
Okay, go.
Taking the pulse of the over 50s, Neil and Francesca.
I think with an old age group, you don't want to make it like too cheeky. Things that would make a younger person's website. You know, I think sort of stress the romance and also that it's a safe site.
So less tongue-in-cheek, a bit more class. Okay. Something like friendship and flowers. Is that the kind of feeling you want to get across?
Friendship and flowers.
Friendship and flowers. Does it mean friendship goes on to flowers? Then, doesn't it? Like, exactly. Okay. That's brilliant.
Back at the agency, the other team, brainstorming ideas.
One that I really like is site that's empowering the woman.
Right.
Project manager Jordan and Alex.
The thing is, okay, this whole idea of being a woman in power who sits on a throne, picks off men which one she wants to date, I think it's just the wrong idea.
I'm a woman who works really long hours in the city, and I don't want to have to go out to a bar and sit there and wait for men to come and talk to me. I want to be able to go onto a website and choose the people I want to interact with because I am a strong, sexually liberated and high-powered woman.
And when men do it, it's like buying a wife from Russia. We need to think now, okay, like some girls love to have a man in a suit. Okay, so business and date. Cufflinks.
There's a good word. Now I'm liking you, Alex.
Cufflinks, cufflinks, cufflinks. It's smart, you need to, just like a relationship. Put a big red box behind there. And as well as that, it's about great relationship links, but also business links. And that is the whole market that we're looking at.
I'm happy with it. It looks strong, it's clear.
With that, we've got a brand there, we've got a nice little niche to it, and I think we just need to stick to it.
Yeah.
Fine, happy with that. Okay, job done.
Lunchtime. Still trying to figure out the over 50s.
Hello?
How you doing? You're right.
Jason's team.
The main thing that we've got from it is they basically don't want anything cheeky. They love the name, like Friendship and Flowers. If you can go with Friendship and Flowers, I think it describes what we're trying to do. You can start as friends and then it can build into romance where the man's buying the woman flowers and we can build the campaign around that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye. I mean, I hate it, but the focus group suggested it. And I think we'd be silly not to go with something that a focus group has suggested. You know, they are the age, they are the target market.
We were going with this idea of energy, vigour, excitement. And in a sense, we've just been thrown a curved ball. Louise and I have to adapt and change the whole idea, really, to something which is much more drab than we intended.
Are you happy to go with Friendship and Flowers, budding friendships and romance for the over 50s?
If that's what they want, that's what they want.
2:30 p.m.
We're going to be going into the web design agency very soon.
So where are you at with the names?
We went with cufflinks.
Well, okay, well, talk me, so you'd have cufflinks, it's just do women wear cufflinks? I know I do.
It's quite masculine,
yeah,
I do agree, it's quite
masculine.
The thing is with the logo, it does look very professional.
Yeah, it looks really good, guys.
Right.
Okay, bye-bye. As a name, cufflink says to me, male fashion outlet.
Yeah,
as opposed
I
to
totally agree.
dating website.
At the agency,
What do you think, Louisa?
behind on Friendship and Flowers, Jason with Louisa.
I mean...
Why are you hesitating? We have to make a decision and go. If we spend all day like this,
Do we want an
we're going to
orange?
get
Do we-
absolutely nothing done.
Okay, fair enough. What about the lightest purple?
Jason, we really have to make a decision. Make a decision. Make a decision.
Don't you think that's a little bit brighter?
Jason, it's about us now being an hour over our deadline. We've got a website to create. To make a decision, stick with it. We have
I
to
want
go.
flowers. Give me a couple of oranges and yellows for flowers.
You just have to make a decision sometimes and go with it, Jason.
And I don't like that, so I want to have a little bit more time.
Okay, if you want to go that way.
And what about... Can we have the flowers in really bright yellow?
You've just made it look worse.
Can we try black and white? So, like, it's got a border of
Oh,
black.
Jason,
and
this is absolutely ridiculous. Look at what you've just done.
The other one just looks like funeral
You're giving
parlour.
me a headache. I've got a headache because of you.
Unless we have it... Friendship and flowers and green? Okay, we're going, because we have to go.
I find it really frustrating working with you when you cannot make a decision. You can't spend 45 minutes deciding on brand colours, then you've come up with some bloody grandma thing.
I've come up with it.
I'm actually
as if you're a
embarrassed.
bystander in this.
I'm not a bystander. I was once said from the start, I hate the over 50s.
I stick to a decision once I think it's a good decision.
Yeah, but you can't
and I thought that
you
it
can't
was
take 3 hours. What my point is that you can't take 3 hours
No,
to
maybe
make
in
that
maybe
decision.
in a design task I shouldn't have been PM. Maybe that's a good point.
£6 p.m. A website design agency.
Could we do that? I'd like to take you in title case as well, please.
Inventing lonely lovers for cufflinks, Jordan and Alex.
First of all, could we just change the occupation from international spy to what would you like to be?
I want to be an international spy.
No, dude. We're presenting this to serious business people. You're not going to be a spy. What is your job? Marketing? Media?
Business development
Well, business.
manager.
Yeah, okay. So occupation, business development manager.
It's a lot more fun being an international spy.
I know, but look, come on, man.
They picked young professionals as their target market, specifically aged between 20 and 30. This is young people who want dating to be fun, yet their website is incredibly corporate, very sterile. Doesn't say, come here, you're going to have a load of fun to me.
Cufflinks for lovers in suits.
Hello.
2 hours late for their web designer,
I'm Lucy, nice to meet you.
Jason and Louisa.
We have got an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Only got 3 pages to do.
Oh, what do you want me to do?
What do you want me to do?
The thing is, you are such a very decisive person, and maybe we need you to sort of make these, you know, to push forward, and I will just oversee.
Okay, so I'll lead this with Lucy.
Lead this with Lucy.
Okay.
And sort it down.
Jason has no idea. He's so out of his depth. We've only got a little bit of time here, and we're not going to have time to finish the website.
Why don't we bring you together, and then two...
I may seem quite aggressive and pushy with him, but he has to step up. I feel like I am PM on this task, but I'm not PM. I'm just going to be straight and ask him, do you want me to take over?
9 p.m.
Let's talk about ideas for what we want to do for the advert.
You could have it where it's just a disaster date from start to finish. You know, the girl's reading out the profile of who she's going to meet, and then whoever this person is that turns up is a total Herbert.
Do we need someone, like an ugly person actor?
We've actually had some
Why
ideas.
is everyone looking at me?
Right, there's 3 options. I'm the old bloke who pretends he's way younger. You're the 6'6" strapping guy, and you're just the classic James Bond good looks.
What happened? How come you don't think you got it done?
There was just a hell of a lot to do.
Do you think the other team would have got theirs done?
Yeah.
That's what I can't understand then. How have we not got it done?
There was a lot of time wasted.
Just trying to get the colours right, trying to get the branding right. Because this logo is going to go on to absolutely everything
we haven't
do.
got a finished website. So I don't understand what's going on.
There was a point in the website, Jason, where you just said, you do it.
But you see, guys, that we're just spending so much time.
Yeah, but you know what? It's worth spending the time. If come tomorrow we get more things wrong.
I'm in a nest of vipers. Everybody here has blood on their lips.
I think that Jason needs to make a decision whether he continues to be project manager
I've never heard anything like this in my life.
or whether we all pull together as a team and you stand up and make clearer decisions.
You can't change the project manager.
No.
Yes, you can.
Am I actually hearing this?
The team and that victory is the first and most important thing. And I think that Louisa does have that commanding voice.
I've had enough. Is Jason staying as a project manager or not? Francesca?
If Jason's not 100% into it and Louisa feels she's led it, then I'm sorry.
I I would like to be project manager.
Jason, I think you've lost it. Job done. Louisa, you're project manager from here on in.
Sometimes the best leadership is about stepping down. Sometimes the best leadership involves very, very hard decisions. Decisions where you do lose face for the benefit of the team.
"9 a.m. Today, both teams must produce TV adverts and poster campaigns.
Can we just agree that we're not going to go round in circles?
No, because you're PM. I get to shut up now.
Laying down the law, Jason's new project manager, Louisa.
We are going to design a bus stop advert.
Okay.
This is our website.
All right.
Now, why don't we start off with that green as the background, and then we can put our logo in.
I really, really hope that after that extremely bold move of mine to pass on the mantle to Lou, I just hope that we come together, that Lou manages to bring unity where I evidently failed.
Just want to say, log on now to meet new people and 1 month free trial.
Okay.
On the other team, polling young professionals.
We've created a concept that we're pitching to advertisers tomorrow, and we're just trying to get some feedback.
Jordan, Miles.
It's about linking people together, and it's also for young professionals.
And cufflinks.
Be honest, do you like it?
To be honest, I think it's a bit boring. It just doesn't really stand out. It just kind of looks like a corporate website. Just in terms of imagery, it's quite corporate.
I think the website doesn't come across as having any passion, any fun.
What are your thoughts on like the colourings and the branding and all that kind of stuff?
It's kind of any old corporate website, really. I think the challenge for today is to make sure that the TV advert injects something that is engaging back into it.
You must be our camera crew.
On location and ready to roll, Leah and Alex.
I've done a little bit of photography and kind of video editing before in the past, so I have some ideas and stuff like that. I'm going to be doing some acting as well. Yeah, the thing is, I'm quite a visionary person, so I mean, as far as actually directing and editing the advert, I feel as though my previous skills will really be coming to light today in order to film some very nice angles.
What's the storyline? Okay, the story is going to be Rebecca as a young, busy professional running late for her online date.
I'm going to be playing a bad date before she meets Prince Charming. Oh yeah, looking good. Hi, I'm Herbert. Hello, mademoiselle. Come on, focus on the eyes.
1, 2, 3, action.
I have really high hopes for this one, though.
No, I'm not liking this at all. It totally went wrong. This is wrong.
On the other team, working as one, Neil.
Well, Sam, following your lead, I think.
And Francesca.
Big smile as soon as you've seen her.
Remember, he's picked you from these hundreds of beautiful women on the website. Am I not allowed to say action?
Yeah, definitely.
Yesterday I watched the disintegration of Evolve.
Quiet, please. 3, 2, 1.
Action.
Hi, Simon.
It's great to meet you. You look just like your profile on the website.
After Jason abdicated, things have settled down.
Just a little bit more animated.
Francesca's happy. Neil's happy.
Lovely. Here we go. Right, this time. 3, 2, 1.
Now they're even finishing each other's sentences.
Action.
3, 2, 1.
Action.
3, 2, 1.
Action.
Lovely. Thank you.
Guys, well done, everyone. Well done.
Back on the cufflinks shoot.
If you just swivel the camera, what I'm thinking of is like that.
It doesn't really... Can you put it back?
Relationships are falling apart.
Right, as you were.
This is the stuff you need loads of footage in. We don't need
I
footage
think
of
the
meeting each other.
I think we do need footage of us.
We don't.
Well, can we try one more?
There's 2 directors here, one in front of the camera and one behind it. We've probably shot a usable 5 seconds of an advert.
We need to do this literally in 5 minutes.
Yeah, I know.
It's mayhem.
If you try and keep your head as still as possible, because sometimes your hair's coming in the way of Alex's face.
I don't mind your hair, Rebecca. I think that's fine. It's natural. Action.
Simon and Pam.
Shooting their final scene.
We want a couple where one's a smiley.
They'd love one that's just a little bit of a wing,
decide
yeah?
one. But we're gonna
And
do a
we can
couple of
decide on
these.
what we use, all right?
For Neil and Francesca, a happy ending.
3, 2, 1.
Action.
Market research said, not cheeky, classy, professional. They've come up with mumsy, cosy, huggy sort of thing. This is my age group.
Smile.
I'd run a mile.
Well done, everyone.
Yay! Thank you.
At the agency, for Jordan and Miles,
So what's the thinking behind this then?
Alex as Herbert.
Just delete that one. He looks an idiot. I think that's already devalued the character. It's gone Pantone.
The risk with Alex is always that he puts his own spin on something and ends up a little bit of a distance from the original brief.
I mean, that'd give you nightmares. I'm worried. I really don't know where we're going to end up.
(8:30 p.m). One half of each team put finishing touches to their ads.
We can cut the vocal there. You don't need to hear them say that, do we?
Okay, right, so if we look at the shots now of me playing Herbert.
So next thing is revenue model, isn't it?
While the rest put passion into their pitches.
In the last kind of 5 or 10 minutes, let's see if we can bash out the brand language and the USP stuff.
I'm delighted that Jordan's made the decision to let me run the pitch. Slightly surprised. He's ended up not leading either the video or this side of things. Not really sure why. I think we can stand up with an element of credibility. I'm just hoping that the videos will support that.
I think we'll be pleasantly surprised.
I found friendship and romance. Join today for a 1 month's free trial.
I'm really happy
I'm really
with
proud
that.
of it.
You guys have done a brilliant job. Really, really good. Well done. I was really concerned it would be boring, but it's not.
The wing is going to be one of those most memorable. They're either going to love that or they're going to hate it.
And I like, you know, it's tongue-in-cheek, it's fun, it's memorable.
I mean, I'd almost like to say it's flawless.
What do we do about this pitch?
You know what, you guys made me PM for a reason, because I can identify whose skills are best. And I have to say, Neil, pitching-wise, I'm very strong, had some great feedback.
Listen, I don't want to get in an argument about it, because it is what it is, and at the end of the day, you're the project manager, so you have the final say. But in terms of what I can do best on this task, it is about that pitch.
You know what, for once, Neil Clough is not going to get his way.
All I ask is you sleep on it, you wake up fresh, and you make the final call.
I'll sleep on it, and in the morning I'll tell him that I'm doing the pitch, and he will be fully on board and support me.
Let's go.
Cool. Well done, guys.
I'm running so late for my online date. The office was so busy this afternoon. I have really high hopes for this one, though.
Hi, I'm Herbert.
Are you a young professional fed up of dating life's Herberts? Join Cufflinks for people who don't have time for bad dates.
What do you think overall? Does it work at what you've done today?
In all honesty, I'm not really blown away by what we've come up with. I think it's verging slightly on silly. I've got to pitch this to some pretty serious people, and I've got concerns.
(8 a.m). Today, both teams must pitch their online dating concepts to a panel of experts. Waiting at the agency, advertising execs, plus industry experts from market leaders eHarmony and Global Personal's web design. First in for the over 50s, Louisa.
Hello, everybody. I'm really, really excited to be here and present to you Friendship and Flowers. Budding friendships and romance for the over 50s. If we now look at the website that we've designed, obviously this is a work in progress developing site. It's not yet finished. I'd love to show you now our TV advert that we've created.
Friendship and Flowers, the perfect way to meet new people and share your interests with budding friends.
Whether you're looking for friendship or romance, our easy-to-use website dedicated to the over 50s is a perfect way to let friendships grow roots and romance blossom.
Who would have thought friendship
And flowers
could have brought us together? I found friendship and romance. Join today for a 1 month's free trial.
The problem I think that I've got with this is that you've just been too safe. And I think, if I'm honest, you've been a bit patronising. 50 is the new 30. It's not going to be that far away before we're all in that target audience. You've positioned it at 80 plus. I could have been in a funeral parlour. And the wink at the end made me cringe.
These guys went to the market research and we were quite shocked at what came back.
But don't forget, sometimes when you do a lot of market research and you listen to people and then you do what they tell you to do, you'll end up with exactly with what they've given you.
Yeah,
I think it becomes a little bit too bland and too safe.
My only concern is the poor website you've created.
We didn't get to fully show you that. That was obviously unfinished and still being developed. I was concerned we listened to the focus groups too much.
But then, it's not a market we know anything about, so we have to listen to someone.
Next, miles and cufflinks.
We've come up with cufflinks for people who don't have time for bad dates. There's our homepage. We wanted it to be functional. We wanted it to be easy to use. We've actually created a character. He epitomizes your bad date. He's called Herbert. He's very bold, he's very identifiable, and he really is the face of what we're trying to achieve. So I'm going to let you have a quick look at the video.
I'm running so late for my online date. The office was so busy this afternoon. I have really high hopes for this one, though. He sounds like my ideal date.
Hi, I'm Herbert.
Are you a young professional fed up of dating life's Herberts? Join Cufflinks, the online dating website. We offer video calls, we limit spam, and we match couples through ideal dates. Cufflinks, for people who don't have time for bad dates.
I'm really interested in your understanding of young professionals and how you got to the name. Because actually there's a lot of young professionals here, and I don't think any of them are wearing cufflinks.
When you say the word, you think suit, you think business. You know, we totally understand that not everyone wears them, but from the actual word itself, you still get the idea of the kind of people that are on there.
Do you not think it's very masculine, though?
The one question I do have is the advert. For me, there's an absolute disconnect between...
The TV advert?
Yeah, the TV advert. The very serious, functional website you've created and the advert.
Well done. I thought it was really good. I thought it was really good.
Yeah, well played, dude.
Pitch is over. Next date, the boardroom. But first, feedback from the experts.
Hello. Sugar. I was really impressed with how they understood the psychology of online dating.
Good target market. However, I think they missed the mark on the advertising.
Right, okay.
There was absolutely no link whatsoever between the website that they created and the advertising that they created.
It seems you're kind of torn, so I suppose I've got a bit of a task myself to have to sort out.
You can go through to the boardroom now.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Lord Sugar.
Advertising, one of my favourite subjects. Although you pitch your adverts to the professionals, ultimately, having taken on board what they've got to say, I will decide which campaign is better. Jordan, tell me how you got on.
Very well, actually, Lord Sugar. I was obviously straight in to put myself forward for project manager. Alex also put himself forward for project manager as well.
It was interesting because Alex made a good pitch. He's used dating websites, had a lot of experience on the web, but no one would have voted for you, would
So
they?
how comes people don't have confidence in you? Do you know why?
No, I don't, to be honest.
Anyway, how did we get to cufflinks?
Really, we wanted something that was for young professionals. We knew that we were going to be standing in front of very experienced people and wanted to play on our own experiences. And what we decided was cufflinks actually spoke to our target market. The word links referred to linking people together.
Right. Let's run the advert, shall we?
I'm running so late for my online date. The office was so busy this afternoon. I have really high hopes for this one.
Hi, I'm Herbert.
Are you a young professional fed up of dating life's Herberts? Join Cufflinks for people who don't have time for bad dates.
Right. You went down the humour route. Well, there's a lot to be said for it because there's a lot of humorous adverts out there, which means that they must be successful.
You do remember the advert, and that was something which you wanted to go, is, you know...
They certainly remember you in that advert, that's for sure. Can I have a look at the web page? This is the web page,
landing page, yeah.
Before you did this website, had you got a clear idea in your mind as to what you're going to be peddling? What is your story?
This gentleman portrayed by Alex, he characterises the bad date. He is the personification of what you're trying to avoid with typical online dating, and then we're offering a solution.
Sounds quite sensible, but this looks quite serious, quite professional, and it hasn't got him there. It's not coordinated. You need to carry the theme through.
I think the website could be integrated better with the TV and print advertising.
Just by putting Herbert on it, but I think that really that's all it needs.
Jordan, good project manager?
Yeah, very good.
I'd say good delegator. Miles did the pitch, Alex was in the advert, Leah directed.
But as project manager, I thought my job was to get the best out of my team, and that's what I tried to do.
I've had some feedback that you tend to be the great statesman, but actually don't like to dirty your hands.
If and when you do choose me to be the winner of this process, then I would have to manage a team of people, and I want to show that I can manage a team of people.
Before that occasion, I need to satisfy myself that you're not somebody who, I would say, kind of cleverly stands back and lets someone else do the work. Moving on to Team Evolve. Louisa, I see you sitting there in the project manager's position. I'm intrigued here. Jason, you started out as the project manager?
I started out as the project manager. I was elected to be that.
Jason had run a dating website.
Where? At Oxford?
In Oxford.
At Oxford.
Is that the one where you were known as Mr. Cupid?
Yes, indeed, yeah.
So the obvious person to be the project manager?
Indeed, and that's why I put myself forward for that. And by the end of that day, confidence had fallen so low that I decided that it would be better that Louisa take over.
No, that wasn't how it happened. You buckled under the pressure on the first day, gave up, were not up for the job.
I'll tell you what happened, because I was there. Louisa nipped at his heels like a little terrier.
All the time.
Nipping the heels of a bewildered sheep, and you drove him into a corner. It was the most disgraceful display of bad manners I've seen in many a long day.
Jason took 45 minutes to decide colours on a logo, which then ate into our website time, which is why our website's
not finished. Well, was you not
finished.
responsible as well? That's what I don't understand. You can't blame
I'd
him.
already chosen the colours, and he took 45 minutes
I think
to
Jason
decide
is a lot of
colours.
responsibility
You have to make
for
decisions.
I'll tell you what, congratulations, because this is the first time we've had an abdication in all the years that I've been in this boardroom. It sounds like a bloody mess. Who worked on this website, Claire?
Jason and I went to the website.
A 10-year-old could have made this.
It's a first draft, certainly.
This is not even finished. So how'd you get this name, Friendship and Flowers, then?
We got that from the market research.
Where'd you go, to a funeral parlour?
The problem with choosing the over 50s is that we didn't know the market, so we had to really be led by our focus group.
Some people wanted friendship, some people wanted romance, and what we wanted to do was kind of meet everybody's needs.
Let's run the advert.
Friendship and Flowers, the perfect way to meet new people and share your interests with budding friends. Our easy-to-use website, dedicated to the over 50s, is a perfect way to let friendships grow roots and romance blossom.
Who would have thought friendship
And flowers
could have brought us together?
Who directed the TV advert?
I did.
Francesca with my support.
We worked really hard to try and get something that was fast-moving and sort of show the different elements of moving from
Fast
friendship.
moving, that makes
Professionals, we
the
didn't know
Last
this
of the Summer
market.
Wine look like an action movie. I normally ask good project manager, but I don't know who I'm asking about here. Now, I listened to the advisors, and to be honest with you, they are at sea a little bit. They're torn about your concept. You've got some nutter in there being funny, and funny adverts do pay off. But where you failed miserably is the coordinating. It's a very good website, but I'm here looking at the overall thing, and it's disjointed. And on your campaign, you pick the right market, but your deployment of it, they said this is boring, the wink is like cringeworthy, it's patronising. The only thing I can say, it was a cohesive campaign. Look, I'm going to make a decision, and because you were on the right track, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. Anyway, your treat, I'm going to send you to Mayfair. You're going to be sampling caviar. Off you go, have a good time, and I'll see you on the next task.
Thank you very much.
What a mess. An absolute, complete and utter mess. Off you go. Come and see me later on and we'll discuss this further.
On the table now is £35,000 worth of caviar. So it's very expensive.
It's almost like fishy pate.
Oh, yeah.
I thought Lord Sugar was actually a bit unfair. I was heavily involved in every single part of this task, but I wasn't responsible for any single thing. I was responsible for the total thing.
So now you've tasted it, would you go out and buy it?
I could really get into this.
Here's to winning a great task.
I think the easiest way to describe the performance is a joke. Jason wasted the first day, was a weak project manager, but Louisa is 50% responsible for the website. I think her neck is also on the chopping board. To be completely honest, I'm embarrassed to be a part of it because...
But you are a part of it now.
And that's what I'm saying.
You are a part of it.
Louisa, did I say it?
Did I say
I wasn't?
Did I say I wasn't? I feel like I did the right thing for the greater good. I really do. But then on the other hand, I just think maybe I should have just sat back and let it fly, because would it have made a difference? No. Perhaps we should have let you carry on. It's not your fault that we failed, and I'm sorry if you ever felt that I intimidated you or bullied you.
I do have guts, and I think the decision that I took to step down actually is gutsy in many ways, but I think we all have questions to answer.
Yes, Lord Sugar. You can go through to the boardroom now.
Who am I talking to here as project manager?
I suppose it's both me and Louisa.
Now, once you've chosen the over 50s, you wanted your advert to come across as cool over 50s, right?
My words precisely were that the over 50s could be the same as the young professionals in many ways. Why don't we take that further, that vibrance of young professionals, and inject it into over 50s?
Where'd that go wrong then?
We were sent the market research. They hated it.
What are you saying then? You followed the market research?
We had to. We don't know anything about that market.
But you're entrepreneurs, you're people that are putting yourself forward as my potential business partner, right? And you should be saying, well, you know what, thank you very much, market research people, but you know what, I don't agree with you.
Yeah. We should have gone with our gut instinct.
Over 50s is a buzzing market.
Yeah.
Lots of money there. You just didn't do it properly. It was as if you were picking the over 70s.
Yes.
Let alone the over 50s. Well, you're nodding yes, and you agreed it.
No, but indeed, but I did that on misdirection. Francesca and Neil should have said, listen, we've been to the focus group, but it's not right. And that way we would have gone with our original idea.
So the failure of this task was what? Based upon bad market research, is that what you're saying?
Bad market research.
You know, the feedback we got was exactly what we gave across, which I think Jason then thought, well, these are all the kind of things I wanted anyway, and was happy to take that.
No, not at all.
I think our job that we had was to go and get the market research and feed that back, and I think we're all responsible for what we came up with in the end.
Let's talk about the TV advert that lost the attention of the advertising agency, of the website experts, that lost my attention, because that was pretty boring stuff. I mean, these over 50s, you portrayed them there as they're sitting in God's waiting room.
Well, it was very clear they wanted to keep it on brand and keeping.
It's boring. That is boring. Shall we move on to why did you decide to give up the project manager's position?
We had arrived at the website designers late. We hadn't had enough time to fully develop the website, and that I put my hands up. That was my fault for not meeting that deadline. Louisa, I think, was trying to be as helpful as she could be, but I didn't feel that it was necessarily helping me. I felt that you were pushing me, and I felt that you were sort of trying to get me to hurry up, but not in a particularly constructive way.
Just picture a scenario here, and you're in charge on the sinking Titanic ship. You can't give up, can you? No matter how much browbeating.
No, indeed.
You're on a sinking ship.
If I were in charge of the sinking ship, my first concern would be all the women and children and the survivors. No, I mean, the point is that it's whoever can save the most souls best at that point in time, and that was my rationale.
I'm trying to understand whether you were browbeaten by Louisa, whether you were browbeaten by Neil, two very powerful people.
It wasn't browbeating, it wasn't intimidation. I felt that if I were still project manager, we would still be arguing and bickering, and it would all be directed at me, and that would result in much more time wasted. We wouldn't have a chance of pulling together and producing anything at all.
I mean, this is all personality stuff. This is all bad team management. I've got a bit of a dilemma here now. I've got two project managers here. So the two project managers, then, have got to decide which one of you two are coming back. Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah, they can decide between themselves then, absolutely.
Jason, what is your feeling?
In the same way.
Don't let her browbeat you again.
No. Francesca was in charge of the video.
I would disagree and go with Neil.
I can't even agree now. I can't even bloody well agree now between you. I don't know who the project manager is. You don't know who you're bringing back in.
Hold on a minute. You did a website that you were responsible for. You didn't even finish it, right?
Yeah,
you give me an advert to do.
That's why I'm here.
Done, edited, music edited, voiceover done professionally for you, scripted by myself.
I mean, and that was the problem, I suppose, wasn't
My
it?
input is a problem. You know what? Bring me back in.
Right, Neil, off you go. Back you go. I'm going to ask you to step outside. I need to talk to Nick and Karen. This is the first, isn't it? One project manager, two project managers, I don't know. Someone's abdicated. I mean, it's just getting ridiculous. Louise is very powerful.
In her defence, I would say that Jason tries to come across as a deep thinker, but I think that he's a ditherer.
I'm surprised that Jason has decided to bring Francesca back. I was with her all day, and she was calm, collected. Maybe they were less frightened of Neil.
I think the question mark with Francesca has to be, did she ask the right questions in the market research?
Can you send the three of them in, please?
Yes, Lord Sugar.
Lord Sugar will see you now.
Very unusual set of circumstances here. I've got 1.5 project managers, and even then you can't agree who's coming back in. You wanted Neil to come back in, you wanted Francesca to come back in. Tell me then, Jason, what Francesca's doing here?
Francesca was creative director for the video, which you didn't like. Francesca was also part of the focus group, and I feel that Francesca perhaps should have interpreted that information.
1 second. I delivered and finished a video for you.
The video, I think we have heard, didn't work.
Look, the video was professionally done and finished. It wasn't creative and it wasn't fun and it wasn't cutting edge and it wasn't out there because it was for over 50s in a theme that you wanted it.
Friendship and Flowers was
I'm in here.
Friendship and Flowers was your
really
name,
sorry.
was it not?
I'm in here because you thought I'm less intimidating and less aggressive than Neil.
Whether you like it or not, what came back from the market research
Okay, fair enough.
changed his mind.
That's when the whole thing started to go pear-shaped.
Right,
okay. And she is Friendship and Flowers.
Francesca and I don't always see eye to eye, and I think we set off from the start on the wrong foot with Friendship and Flowers that came from both Francesca and Neil, but with regards to performance and delivering, I think Francesca delivered an advert.
You don't think she should be fired then for this task?
I wouldn't have brought her back, I would have brought Neil back.
You're kind of putting up a good story for Francesca, which just leaves the two of you, so who should be fired out of the two of you then?
I believe I'm a stronger candidate in this process than Jason, and for that, Jason should be fired. On this task, I felt like I was in a sinking ship all day, and I'm thinking, you've got to lead our team, like, stand up, be a leader.
Are you a ditherer? Are you a ditherer, Jason, honestly?
I'm a thinker, Lord Sugar.
A thinker?
And I do take longer to think about creative tasks.
So is it impatient people like Louisa who say, come on, come on, come on, make your mind up, but you need a bit more time?
Purple and grey, let's go for it now, instantly.
In life, you have to make decisions.
Bad decisions,
if you don't
quickly.
make decisions,
Bad
you will never
decisions,
get
quickly.
anywhere. I am impatient. I will put my hands up and say I'm an impatient person. But I do make decisions, and Jason struggles to make the simplest
But he
of
was the
decisions.
project manager. Had he been left to his own devices...
We would have got nothing done.
He might have saved it.
Well...
We would have got nothing done.
Well, how do you know that?
Because he took 45 minutes to make a decision on the colours. I kept saying, unless we leave,
Well, that's
we're
you
not going to get our
intimidating,
website.
isn't it? That's your opinion.
We would still
That's
do
you
that.
intimidating him.
Okay, so I should have just let the whole thing ride.
We've all had difficult decisions. We've all lost tasks, we've all won tasks. We all have to make snap decisions and quick ones. And when you faced a hard time and a hard decision and a quick decision, you just went, oh, I can't do it.
I'll tell you what we'll do. I'll make a new set of rules here, OK? You shut up, and you shut up, and you talk.
I think that many people are actually seeking the limelight. They want to put themselves in charge simply for the sake of impressing you. And they do not work for the benefit of the team. Essentially, if the team pulls together and the team wins, the team does not get fired. And that is the fundamental rule of business, that teams work together to create good products.
What don't you understand about shut up?
I know, I'm sorry.
I think that, Francesca, you are now very clearly out for blood. No, I think there is...
You brought me in here. I'm sorry.
Tell me then, Jason, why did you give up the project manager's position?
I stepped down voluntarily. I could have, when the other three said, we have no confidence in you, I could have said, shut up, I'm PM, nobody's ever stepped down, and I'm going to sort of run the roost for the next few days, and who cares what happens.
Yeah, and why didn't you then?
Because I took the courageous decision to make sure that the team...
That's courageous.
I think that courage comes in many forms. Stepping down for the unity of the team is courageous. I felt that the team needed to be rebalanced, and that is why I agreed to Louisa stepping up as project manager in order to balance the team, to bring it together, to unify it, so that we could work forward. I didn't want in clearly the wrong direction. That is the whole point.
The direction set by you.
Okay, listen, I don't want to hear anymore. I'm done. You listen to me now. Francesca, I understand from Nick and from Karen that you've been quite good up until now. But your advert, what a total mess. Jason, last week I thought, there you are. Jason, look at that, you sold a caravan. I thought that you were coming through in this process. And I have to take a decision, really. And the decision here is that Louisa, I'm very, very concerned that we are going to have more problems with you.
Can I?
No.
Okay.
I feel that you browbeat this fellow here, that you wore him down. That's what worries me about you. You know, are you just somebody who doesn't get their own way immediately? It's no good. I can see how you wore him down, okay? You're not going to wear me down, I promise you. Jason, you're an academic. You've come here to chance your arm. But I'm afraid to say that it's the end of the road, really. I do wish you very, very well, because you're a very, very nice fellow.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
And it is with regret that you're fired. Just go back to the house, the pair of you. I don't want to see you here again in the last three. OK, go on, go back.
Thank you very much, Lord Sheriff. Thank you.
He's a nice fellow, Jason, but he got beaten up by Louisa.
Next week, I'd like to follow Louisa, because I need to be clear in my own mind whether she's a strong businesswoman or actually, Alan, she'll just be too hard for you to handle.
We were reaching that stage, I think, in the process where I'd have to go for blood, because everybody is of a very high caliber, and I just don't have that killer instinct.
Who was to blame for the abdication and the mutiny?
Myself and Louisa got pulled up on the basis of we can be overpowering.
He's a nice guy, but he's got to go. Hello! Hey, darling.
So what happened?
Jason absolutely deserved to go, took me in. What he underestimated was I was absolutely furious with him.
If he hasn't got that self-confidence
Why are we gonna
and he
have
can't manage me and Louisa, then unfortunately he's in the right place, and that's at home.
The Magnificent Seven.
Yeah.
Now 7 remain. Lord Sugar's search for his next business partner continues. Next time.
Your task this week is to come up with your own ready meal.
I've been royally stitched up by my team members.
Would you get your mum and dad to buy that?
Yeah!
Heated discussions.
There's no powing on my pal.
Come on, Louisa, keep stabbing me. I haven't felt it hard enough yet.
And questions of taste.
You've put me off totally with the packaging.
In the boardroom...
Sometimes it's best to keep your mouth shut.
Someone gets